I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your makeup last very long, and at the same time I would also be reviewing the Zikel Cosmetics foundation which I just got yesterday, and concealers. I want to see how long they wear, if all these foundations last as long as they say. So if you would like to see how to make your makeup last long, especially for oily skin folks, and how the Zikel foundation and concealer wears, then keep watching. Before we get into the video, kindly subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first one to know. These are the foundations I got yesterday. Yeah, so this one was tested on my chest as my color, and this one is dark. Now I'm going to show you guys how to shade match. I'm not going to match on my chest because I'm wearing white, but I already checked this, and yeah, I'm going to match on my face, and if it matches, then that's the one we're going to apply. These are the concealers I got yesterday as well. One light and one which is exactly my skin shade. The shades are 25 and 35. 25 is my shade and 35 is the darkest shade. So I'm going to match both of them on my face, and I'm just trying to tell you guys so that when I say 25, you know which one I'm talking about. Now you could please reduce this volume. This thing is loud, especially that beat I'm hearing there. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but this is 35 and this, oh sorry, this is 25 and this is 35. As you can see, the 25 is leaning towards blending into my skin because I haven't blended it out yet, and this is 35, which is obviously very dark on my skin. So that's how I match. If it's on my chest, it's going to disappear completely because my chest is a tad bit lighter than my face, and I intend to match my face to my chest because I don't want to blend foundation all over my body. That's the trick. So let's get into priming and preparing our skin for long-lasting makeup. So first things first, the first thing I do when I'm trying to wear makeup and I want it to last very long is I apply some primer. Now if you have very dry skin, you should use a hydrating primer. An example of that is the I think MS Cosmetics priming potion also. I'll tag that if I find the actual name. And if you have very oily skin, you should use a mattifying primer. I do not have oily skin, I have sensitive skin, and it's kind of combination. It's dry around these areas and it's oily here. So since only my T-zone is oily, I'm going to be using this mattifying primer from Classic to prime my T-zone. So this is a trick I learned here on YouTube as well. If you have very oily skin and you want your makeup to last very long, you should try powder before foundation. So I'm going to be using this setting powder from LA Pride. I'm going to just apply it to the parts where I applied primer. Now let's go in with our foundation. I'll be using my beauty blender. It's just the beauty blender, the original beauty blender, and I'm going to blend the foundation all over my skin. So I wanted to get the caramel concealer, and I ended up getting golden beige because caramel was finished and I really wanted a new concealer. So let's see how we can manage this one. I'm going to try not to use too much because it's a bit too yellowy. So using that dark foundation to contour my skin. So I'll be using this LA Pride setting powder to set my face, but the first thing I'm going to do is use a brush to just pat it all over the places I've highlighted, and then I'll go in with my sponge and then set it so that it lasts very, very long. After I set everywhere, I'm going to take my powder from Doll Beauty and I'm going to apply it all over my face. I'm going to be highlighting using my Doll Light Duo from Doll Beauty. This is how it looks. Once you've done your skin work and you want to do your eyeshadow afterwards, you should apply some translucent powder underneath your eyes so that it will catch any fallout. I'll be using the P. Louise Blanc Canvas base as my eyeshadow base. I shall be using my Morphe palette, Morphe 15B palette, to do my eyes, and these are how the shades look like. I won't be using every shade, but I'll be using this brown, this one, and I'll be using this shade as my eyelid shade, and I'll also be using this to blend as well. So first I'm going to set my eyeshadow base with the nude shade. I'm just going to set the crease area. I need this part to still be sticky so that when I apply my eyeshadow it will stay. Now I'm going to go in with light brown and just keep it in the outer eye corner. So this is the final look, and I used a bunch of new products. I used my monthly palette, I used my Zikel foundations and concealer, and I'm going to be checking in throughout the day to let you guys know how it worked, if the sun affected it and all of that stuff. And I'll come back and check in with you guys, I think at 5 p.m. What's the time now? I think the time is 10:44. So I'm going to wear this foundation up until 5 p.m. and then I'll come and let you guys know how it worked throughout the day and if it's recommended for you guys to buy it. So this is I think 3 hours. This is 1:44, so this is 3 hours after I tried on the foundation, and everything still looks good except for my smile lines, which are here. But apart from that, everything is okay. Everything is still popping. I'm impressed. So I'll check in later again. I think maybe 5 hours, when it hits the 5-hour mark, or when it hits the 7-hour mark, I'll come back and check it. So this is 7 hours later without a single touch up at all, and I only noticed the crack in my smile lines, and I got oily around my nose, which is where I told you guys I was oily. But then again, this foundation worked pretty well because it still looks good. So it's a thumbs up from me, really. I feel like if you just touch up, you'll be good to go. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. And for the brides or whoever wants to try this look, let me know if any of the tips were helpful. And before you leave, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications bell. That is very important, because whenever I upload, many people do not get a notification. So try and turn on the notification button so that when I upload, you would see my new videos. And I hope to see you in my next video.